welcome to this episode of Eat, Drink, and Handle Your Business. And today we're talking about our love, the Army, the military. Let's go, soldier. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Halt! Position of attention. Move. All right, come on. Let's go cook. Welcome.
John, Tiye and Jesse, yeah. Let's go. Hey, look, you gotta eat, drink, and handle your business shit. Eat and drink, and handle your business shit. Eat and drink, and handle your business shit. Eat and drink, and handle your business shit.
See, a lot of people don't know me and Tiye was in the Army.
I'm still in the Army. He keeps saying this was, but I'm still
I'm
currently
thinking about
active.
my life. I'm kicking it.
I'm still in. I am Major Young, but yeah.
Yeah, and I never made it to major, but
What rank were you?
okay. So no, I did make it to corporal. Okay, and I was getting ready to be a sergeant when I got out. Okay,
You was in trouble, huh?
a lot.
Okay, well, this episode is about the MRE. And if you don't know what these are what we eat when we're in the field or when they're only feeding us 2 or maybe 1 hot meal a day. Or sometimes they don't feed us hot meals at all. They just give us this bag of food. So he's going to open up his and he'll show you what he got.
And I'm gonna tell you something about the Army. See, Tiye, she didn't go to basic training, right?
Oh, still, I went to 4 years of college to become an officer.
Right, but see, basic training, especially where I went to Fort Benning.
Oh, Lord.
And I went to Fort Benning in 2012 when it was still kind of like a prison. You know what I'm saying? Because it was all males.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
We couldn't even look at nothing. You know what I'm talking about? It was just,
Oh, my gosh. I was stationed in Germany during this time. I was, first lieutenant.
she in Germany. I'm at Fort Benning with a whole bunch of dudes. And they got PTSD, all of them. So look, you still don't see no food. We got to go through another package. That's how they keep me, because this probably been in the Army since 2004.
They last for about 10 to 15 years, so you can live off these things for
This
a while.
is the actual dish. It's elbow macaroni and tomato sauce, which they used to call chili mac back when I was in the military. Mango peach applesauce.
That's delicious, right?
And if you got some of these in basic, oh, you was like Candyman. Like, I'm telling you, if you got some Skittles, you can come up with $20 on these.
You used to have people selling them, and we used to get in trouble because we were like, soldier, why do you have so much money in your pocket? And literally, they would collect all the candies and try to sell them to the soldiers, and it's contraband. Not allowed to have candy.
Right, you think I look good right now, right? And basically, they be like, soldier, why you got a beard, soldier? And I might have like 2 strands of hair right here.
That's because he was old.
I was old when I went in. And they try to cuss me out. I just be looking at them like, bruh. And these wheat snack breads, oh, they was disgusting.
Okay, so the thing about the wheat snack bread, once he opens it, open your wheat snack bread. Okay, look. If you don't have some water, you will choke and die. You will choke. Like, look at it. Oh
It's
yeah.
disgusting. It's something that looked like this, though.
It's not too bad.
It looked like a toaster strudel, but it definitely don't taste like one.
Okay, well, I have my meal ready to eat. That's what MRE stands for. And I have the chicken noodle and vegetables in sauce. So we're actually going to show you how to make some pretty decent meals, but John's going to be actually doing the real thing.
Exactly. I'm going to take this chili mac, and I'm going to make the real chili mac, the one you would eat if you was at home and you wasn't in the military prison.
Oh my gosh, and this is what you can eat in winter time when it's getting kind of cool, because it's like 61 degrees outside right now, so this is definitely going to warm you up. And I'm going to show you how to make this soup, and I'm going to add just a little bit of spices, because I used to keep a bottle of hot sauce with me with all my food.
Come on, soldier!
I used to have it in my bag, y'all. I could, because you couldn't eat it all, so I used to keep some hot sauce in my bag. So I'm going to show you how to make this meal.
All right, we'll be right back with more Eat, Drink, and Handle Your Business. Girl, you really had it.
Yeah. Okay, you guys, so I know you've seen it in all the old movies, but I'm actually going to show you how to make an MRE, plate it, and make people think that it's an actual real meal. So you have your ready-to-use bag right here. So this is your heater. All you're going to do is open it up. See, I'm not supposed to have nails. This is probably why. All right, you open this for me.
Okay, and this, I'm telling you, this was difficult. Because sometimes you wouldn't even like heat your stuff up right. And then they give you like 4 minutes to eat, and you be trying to still heat your stuff. And they be like, come on, soldier!
Especially if you don't have time. Oh my gosh,
Look,
you have
we
to
struggling right now. We
Yeah,
gonna
get the
have to
knife. especially if you didn't have time. Like, we would be ruck marching. We had a 12-mile ruck march, and we had to eat on the go because there was no stopping. So literally, I was there, back, I was eating my food as I was running. What you're gonna do is usually the parts that have the little dips, and I put that down because only half of my meal is gonna get warm. So I'll put that down first. I'm gonna slide this right on inside of there. All right, and so once I slide this down here, I'm actually gonna put just a little bit of water in there because if you overheat it, it'll get too hot and you won't be able to take it out. So I slide this.
If you hungry enough, you take it out. You'd rather burn your whole taste buds off because you don't want to taste it anyway. When you went to Fort Benning, they made sure you didn't have nothing. I remember the first day I went into the chow hall, I wasn't aware. You know what I'm saying? So they were like, you know, you got to hold your heels together and all this, that, and the third. And I just sat down like a real dude and just started eating. Soldier! Get up, soldier! You ain't got your heels together, soldier!
I've never been yelled at in the military because I'm an officer, so I got my little water in here. And so not to burn yourself, they give you one of these little cartons, but half the time you don't even have time to put it in here. But today, I'm gonna slide this bad boy in there and I'm gonna let it cook. And then I'll show you just how hot it gets. And in the wintertime, I know crap, you guys. It would be 80 degrees by afternoon, and in the morning it would be 31 degrees, and you would be so cold because you couldn't have gloves to open up some of your packages, and your hands would literally stick to your locks. And so I would take this heater right here. You only get one. You only get one.
Only one. If you mess it up.
If you mess it up, and I would stick it inside of my clothes so that I could stay warm because you had to bathe outside. So you took a little canteen like this, a little bucket, and I would put the water with a washcloth. Mind you, it's cold, and I would wash up outside real quick, and I'll put this heater under my shirt so I can stay warm.
And I don't know about you, Ty, but every time we went to the field, it rained.
Oh my God.
It's like they had a little thing that they can put rain when you go outside to the field.
And everything would flood. I remember one time we woke up and our tent was just going away.
It was disgusting.
Because everything, I mean, it was a horrible torrential rain. It was horrible. I'm not gonna lie, they would force you to drink.
Yeah.
They would force you to drink the entire thing in front of them because if you're a heat casualty, you're in trouble. And sometimes there's bathrooms are really far.
Yeah, they really are. And
Really
sometimes they won't even let you go. You like to fly fetch the dog feet cheese. Come on, soldier.
And literally, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes you just stand there and you just use the bathroom. You can't go nowhere.
The worst part is one time I had to use the bathroom in the woods. And I had to dig my own hole.
With an E-tool.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
It's not bad. I just remember one time I was in the field.
It's not bad.
I didn't think that was bad. But I went to go use the bathroom. I had to go pee really, really bad. And I went to this little trail. And I'm thinking, all right, quick and easy. I was at a tank trail. So there's a log already behind me. And I go to squat. And there's a tank that just rolls by. And everybody's looking at me, big guns. And I'm just like, I'm already there. So I was like,
I am going to make chili mac. And I'm going to make it the real way. I'm not eating that, okay? I'm just going to be honest with you. I've had enough of those.
You act like you start off with this. Not everybody got money. Some people eating these for real.
Ain't nobody eating that for real. If you got food stamps, you can better than this.
Oh.
All right, so we got some sweet Vidalia onion. You know what I'm talking about? Some sweet Vidalia onion and some green peppers. And we also got some lean ground beef in here. And we're going to season all of this with a little bit of salt. We're not going to go crazy. You don't never want your food to be too salty. But with ground beef, you do want to lose a bit of extra salt. So we putting a little bit extra on the ground beef because it needs the salt in order to have the flavor that you want it to have. And then we're going to go on with some cayenne pepper as well. And you're not even going to taste the heat from this cayenne pepper. It's just really going to add more flavor once we add in all the ingredients that goes into this dish. We're going to mix all this together. And you hear that sizzle. That's what you want. And all that flavor is just going to mend together. And me, like I said, I season every part of my food. So we're going to crank this up to about a 6, a little bit above medium, just so that everything can cook quickly, but not too quick, okay? We don't want to burn it. Now we're going with onion powder, cumin, chili powder, and it's chili, so we want to go in with a little bit of extra chili powder. And this is about 1 pound of ground beef. All right, you see it's almost coated. You see how coated it is. It looks almost like a dark red. That's how you want it to be. You don't want to add not enough chili powder where it won't taste like chili. You feel me? We're going to go in with some Italian seasoning. All right, so when your meat starts to brown like this, you know what I mean? Starts to look real pretty, almost like some taco meat. You want to add a little bit of the diced tomatoes. Don't go crazy with it. Just a little bit, just to give it some little extra flavor. can of crushed tomatoes. And in order to get this where you really, really want it to be, you have to season this part. Okay, because crushed tomatoes are very good and they have very flavor. They have sweet and tangy flavor that you want from your tomatoes. But you want to season with some onion powder, definitely some Italian seasoning, some basil. And if you got fresh basil, that works even better. Just a few crushed red peppers. We don't want it to be too spicy, but you want to have that perfect, see, chili is great when you have that perfect balance of sweet and heat. So just some crushed red peppers, chili beans, because to me it ain't real chili if you don't have beans. And we're only using 1 can, just for the simple fact of we're doing half what the normal recipe calls for. Some fresh garlic. You don't want to go overboard because we already have garlic powder in the recipe. Tomato paste. What the tomato paste does, it gives it that thickness that you want. Now normally I would use beef stock in the recipe, but since we're doing this quickly and it's chili mac and just not like chili by itself, then we don't have to do all of that, okay?
All right, you guys, so now that we've warmed up our chicken noodle and vegetables in sauce, because it's also funny, so all the MREs say exactly what it is. So you know you can just say chicken noodle soup. It says chicken and noodles with vegetables and sauce. So instead of having like a chocolate chip cookie, it'll say cookie with chocolate chips and assorted colors, which are basically M&Ms inside of it.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna take it out. This thing is extremely hot. So you wanna hold it. It's really hot.
Woo, Father God.
It's really hot. You can probably see, I'm not sure if you
Leave
can
it
see.
smoking.
But I'm gonna take this out and I'm gonna hold from the bottom. See, this heater pack is coming out with it, so I don't wanna burn myself.
Yeah, come on.
All right, so I told you how I turned it upside down because this is not hot up here. It's not hot at all. Your food's down here. So now I'm gonna push it over. Woo! Burn my fingers. All right, now you know I got my nails on. Can you open this for me? And that's not to say that
My nails is done too.
that's not when you say officers make enlisted do stuff. That's not true.
That's true.
But he just so happened to be here, and I didn't want
just
to
so happened to be here. I'm the whole co-host, and I just so happen to be here.
Well, you have, yeah, there you go. Safety first.
Safety always.
Yeah, he got it that time.
There you
Perfect. Okay, sorry, it's a
go.
little
Ooh,
messy.
that looks nasty.
It does not look nasty. Okay, so now it's all cooked. It smells so good, you guys. Oh.
Try to show the camera
is
that,
chicken supposed
please.
to be pink?
No, that is disgusting. That looks like tuna.
Oh, it might be tuna, even
But
though
it says chicken.
It does smell like tuna, though.
It does, don't it?
Huh? That's interesting.
What is that for? What's
Okay.
that for?
So we got some pink corn-fed chicken with pasted noodles.
You gonna taste it?
Oh yeah, no, I'm adding some stuff. So I have some vegetable stuff right here. So I put a little bit of that in there. And usually I have my hot
Where
sauce.
your hot sauce at?
You know what? I think we'll make it. Okay. All right.
It got peas and carrots. I mean, it's
Okay.
somewhat healthy.
All right. Look at that.
Look, a hand shaking.
Oh my God!
Chicken is really hard.
Oh.
That's pretty good. All right. Cut. All right, you guys. So I told you I was gonna plate it and make it look really good, but it actually does kind of taste and smell like tuna. So actually, here you go. So I just plated this, and this is your chicken noodle soup or your chickens and noodles in sauce. And so these crackers actually came in the pack. As you can see, they're really dry. You must drink water or you will choke and die.
Yes.
So this is what it looks like. Yeah, got dry. And so I put a little bit of onions right on top of it, actually peppers, so you can see, and made it look nice. And I'm gonna let him do this chili mac all by himself because he's about to tear it down. So wait till you see that next.
I'll let me. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually have chili mac the right way, okay? So we have some macaroni noodles that we've already boiled, and we have the chili that we was preparing on the stove. You can see right here. We added some honey just to get a little sweetness, and now we're ready to plate. So we got this little cool glass, and you know, on our show we always acting the fool, so we want to keep you smiling. So we got the little smiley glass, you know what I'm talking about? So we're gonna take our macaroni noodles, and my hands are clean, just wash them. We're gonna put it right here in the glass, or in the, and then we're gonna take our chili. Look how pretty that is. It's so thick and hearty. You got the beans, it's got everything. And we only put 1 can of beans. We would normally put 2. But since we have the noodles for starch, we don't want to put too much starch, so we only put 1 can of beans. But you can see all the beautiful stuff in there. We're gonna top it off with some of our cheese. So we got some triple cheddar, which is a Vermont cheddar, a sharp cheddar, and a white cheddar. Go right on top, like that. And if you want to add some sour cream or anything like that, just give it more flavor, you can do so. But I think that right there is pretty good. Jerome, come up here right quick. Taste this for me.
Dig on in?
Yeah, dig on in. And see, Jerome is our sound guy, and he's excellent, amazing at everything. Tell him a little bit about what you got going on.
Eating right now.
Okay.
It's really good. But I do a little bit of everything. Filmmaker. That's what I got going on right now. That's about it.
Yeah. Stockton Productions is the company.
Yeah, Stockton Productions, JeromeFleming.com. Been doing films since 2007. Yeah.
Okay. Pretty good. So what you think about that, man?
It's very good. Very good. I was hesitant at first.
Why?
Noodles and chili.
Chili mac. That's a staple in the Southern community. And you're from Kannapolis, so you should know better.
K-Town representative all day, every day. But he's really good.
Yeah.
And since it is getting cold outside, it works.
Okay, so we're going to be right back with the drink segment, my favorite part of the show. Thank you for tuning in to Eat, Drink, and Handle Your Business. We'll be right back. So listen, Jasmine is about to make a military alcoholic beverage. And if y'all know anything about soldiers, you know, in our downtime, we do like to have one or two. You know what I'm saying?
Or 6 or 7.
That's true. She's going to use this beverage-based powder lemon lime. Now, just to let you know, it's comparable to Gatorade, but this is not the one Michael Jordan drank. This is not even the one Michael B. Jordan drank.
So I'm going to use this as like a garnish. We're going to use this to garnish the cup. This is the lemon lime powder, like he said.
Okay.
So let's try this.
I can't beat that candy liquor.
Oh, it's a pretty
I've actually
color.
never seen it.
Yep, so I'll take this lemon right here, and we just going to wet the cup, the rim of the cup.
Not that wop on the cup.
The rim of, oh Lord. Then we can just make it a little pretty around there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Talk to me. Leave me a little open side without that on it.
Well, I do one side over for you.
There you go.
No, you should have to eat it just like I just had to
Okay,
eat.
go all the way.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Because
I
I'm
just
army
had to
strong.
take 2
I'm
bites.
army strong. I'm army strong.
I had to take 2 bites of that. And I was feeling
You better
sick.
put it on the whole
Well,
thing,
you know,
Jazz.
I can put the ice in the shaker. Shake it up.
Yes. Okay,
Shake it
so
up.
I'm so glad to see this because I can imagine the colors. So she probably has something to work because I see blue. So I'm trying to figure out how this is gonna look.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
We got some. Actually, this is blue curacao, so we're just gonna drop a little bit of this in the shaker, just a few drops.
Okay.
And now we have some Crown Royal. So you
That's
want to use some
apple.
dark liquor, Crown Royal apple.
You
See
better pour that
That's
thing,
still,
girl.
I know. Mine would have been all over my shirt.
You would have been all in my mouth.
Now you know. Let me shake this first because you're really not supposed to shake something. Not in the can. but we
In the
got some
can.
Coke.
The can.
Alright. I'm just gonna mix it up a little bit. Like this.
Come on, Jasmine. You better talk to me.
Alright, now we're gonna put this.
Oh wow.
That's an army green drink, Jasmine.
Army green. Guess
Oh
what?
my God.
Ask me what's the name of it.
What's the name of it?
Drill Sergeant.
You better get your drink, soldier.
A little Coke. Top it off with some Coke real quick.
And look, she said I wouldn't taste what she did.
Yeah, what the powder?
Ah! Ew!
I want to lick you up.
No,
Oh.
stop it.
Nuh-uh. You gonna make us leave you again.
All right.
Why you gonna
Yes,
leave
girls.
me?
Okay. Cheers to this.
Everybody love me.
We done with licking.
Cheers to you for that.
Yes.
And I also
That's a
wanna-
player. Cheers to you.
And I want to definitely shout out to the Battles. If you see the shirt that I got on, this is Battles, something that comes from my line, but also to Bronzestar Homes, who actually makes modular ramps for veterans who are disabled that need better access to their
Wow.
homes. So big shout out to one of our sponsors.
up.
Thank you so much. They're actually building a lot of homes across the state of North Carolina and South Carolina so that veterans like myself and him can also have the things that we need. I had to say him, make him an it. So, okay. So, there you go. So, thank you so much. Shout out to
Thank you, Bronzestar Homes.
and Mr. Moore, Mr. Rob Moore, thank you so much for giving me some awesome recipes for the MRE.
Awesome.
So big shout out, big drinks, and I'm gonna let a contestant. Who's here want to try this? Who's here? Hey, all right.
That's Mr. Blue. Blue has, what's the name of your studio?
WB&D Studios.
WBND Studios. Got music, got its own channel.
All right, I said taste it. It ain't not drink it. Taste it.
Oh, this a little more green.
All right. Oh, that's a cool green too.
Ooh.
There we go. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Eat, Drink, and Handle Your Business. This edition was all about the military, so a big shout out to all the branches because freedom isn't free without us. And I'm in the Army, currently the National Guard. You were in the Army?
Yes, I was. I was in the National Guard as
I
well.
almost
So,
was in the Army, but I chickened out.
but you got an Army green shirt, so
That's
you're
all
right there with us.
And then she
Jasmine.
definitely made us a good, what do we call this? Drill sergeant.
Ooh.